Festival's tidings, Dark Crusaders. This upload marks the 28th iteration of the Daily Endeavors in ESO Like a Pro series on VampiricESO. I'm Vampiric, and I'm about to show you in around 4.5 minutes how to quickly accomplish the easiest daily endeavors. Lots of info here. I suggest enabling closed captioning. Here are the available daily endeavors. I've marked 3 I've chosen for today in red that can be completed by anyone in under 30 minutes, but if you don't have materials to refine, you'll need the add-on ResourceRadar to search for them efficiently. It's a great add-on to have regardless of endeavors and makes finding resources a piece of Jubilee cake. If you're not familiar with how to install an ESO add-on, refer to the video linked in the upper right for PC viewers or the URL in the description. After installing, for today's route, you should log your favorite combat character and find a group mate or 2 if combat help is needed. It'll be a bonus for later if the character you choose is good at gathering materials. There's an easy public dungeon group event to access near Daggerfall Wayshrine at the Gold Star in southern Glenumbra, but the fighting will still take several minutes if you don't do a lot of damage and there are no other players to help. If you need to unlock a Wayshrine, ask someone in Zone to take you. When arrived, you can follow the red path from the Wayshrine to the public dungeon Badman's Hollows. If you prefer another public dungeon, by all means substitute it. For others, when you reach the water, keep following the path as it'll keep you from having to swim. When inside the public dungeon, proceed to the portal to enter the first area with combat. These enemies you'll find on the other side are easy kills, but there are many between you and your target, so if you can't yet mow weaker enemies down, try to avoid what you're able to. After taking the portal, you can follow the red path until you reach the location marked in gray, where you'll need to jump down a couple of times to get to the lower blue path. Then you can follow it to the group event marked with a green star. The group event snake boss will have around 270,000 health, but doesn't do much damage itself, instead spawning many smaller snakes to aid it. There may be others here to help kill it, but if you don't get at least one hit in before it dies, you won't complete the challenge. After completing your group event, you can reach the exit by first following the pink path back around to the location marked in gray. This time, you'll need to tread carefully around the roots and rock formation here to reach the exit. If you're not the most precise with your movements, I suggest walking instead of running around the area as shown here. When you reach the other side, you can follow the red path back to the cave's exit, and after taking the portal, proceed north back to the dungeon's exit. For our other 2 challenges, I suggest first heading to the area around the strangely named Wayshrine at the Gold Star in Vardenfell if you need materials to refine, as there's a high concentration of raw materials to gather here. You may be wondering why I didn't suggest the public dungeon very near here for our earlier challenge, and I would have, but reaching the group event within is an arduous task to undertake, and the route for today saves a tremendous amount of time. You'll need to gather a stack of 10 materials to refine any blacksmithing, clothing, or woodworking material once, so you'll need 8 stacks of 10 to refine materials 8 times. For example, if you have 20 raw iron, you'll be able to refine blacksmithing materials twice. This region has more blacksmithing materials than clothing and woodworking, but ResourceRadar will make it easy to gather whatever you wish, giving you the ability to ping nearby spawned resources on your compass. If you happen across items to steal out there, it'll help you with our final challenge later. You might also want to keep an eye out for any other loot to sell in case you get caught stealing items later and have to pay a bounty. When you have 8 stacks of 10 needed materials, head to Vivek City at the Red Star in the south of the zone. The crafting tables here are centrally located and very easy to find, and there are lots of places here to steal things from without being seen. After reaching the city, you can start with either of the challenges and it'll make little difference. To refine materials, you can access the appropriate crafting tables that are color-coded at the stars visible here. At any of these stations, you can use the Refine tab to select your gathered raw materials and refine them until you've refined 8 stacks of 10 to complete the challenge. Our simplest endeavor today will be stealing items. Along the red path are many containers to steal from, such as crates and barrels, as well as stealable items in the open. Try to watch out for tattletales and guards, and make sure to sneak before trying to steal something. When sneaking, if your reticle is a closed or partially closed eye, you are unseen. This should only take a few minutes to complete here. When you've stolen 15 items, you can find a fence to sell or launder them with at the gray circle if you don't like having stolen items on you. Hopefully this guide offers you an easier endeavor day. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found these methods helpful, and save the playlist for easier access. Subscribe to VampiricESO for more ESO content, and let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to most in the Witches Festival. Wishing you well and much to be grateful for this sun's dusk. Until next time, see you in Tamriel.